Noah Lyles shocks the WWE Universe. You won't believe his SmackDown appearance. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. For years, Noah Lyles had been known as the fastest man in the world. His 100m and 200-meter titles had solidified his place in track and field history. He wasn't just an athlete, he was a showman. With his bold entrances, colorful outfits, and unshakable confidence, he was often compared to entertainers as much as competitors. But while track was his stage, there was another arena that always intrigued him: professional wrestling. The WWE Universe, with its spectacle, drama, and larger-than-life personas, seemed like a parallel world to the one he ruled on the track. Noah had always dropped hints in interviews: his love for wrestling, his admiration for legends like The Rock and John Cena, and his fascination with storytelling beyond sport. Few took him seriously. After all, sprinters don't just walk into WWE. Until one Friday night in 2025, when everything changed. SmackDown in Atlanta. The WWE SmackDown show that evening was already hyped. It was being held in Atlanta, Georgia, just a short drive from Noah's training base. Fans packed the arena, expecting the usual chaos: rivalries boiling, champions defending, legends returning. But what no one expected was a crossover that would leave jaws on the floor. As the show neared its main event, the lights suddenly dimmed. The Titantron lit up with golden streaks, racing across the screen like shooting stars. A countdown clock appeared. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A booming voice echoed through the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the fastest man on earth, Noah Lyles. The arena erupted. Shock, confusion, cheers, gasps, and there he was, striding onto the ramp in a custom black and gold jacket. The words "Catch me if you can" stitched across the back. His signature sunglasses glinted under the spotlights. He wasn't carrying a baton. He was carrying a mic. The promo. Noah stood at the top of the ramp, soaking in the chaos. Some fans screamed, some booed, others just held their phones high to record history. He lifted the mic, smirked, and let his charisma take over. "WWE Universe," he began, his voice steady. "You've seen champions run the ring. But tonight, you're looking at a man who runs the world." Crowd. "Oh, I'm not here for medals tonight. I've got enough of those. I'm here because there's only one place left to prove myself. You got guys who call themselves the best athletes alive, but none of them can touch me. None of them can match my speed, my fire, my heart. So I'm here to test myself, to see if the world's fastest man can keep up with the world's toughest fighters." The crowd roared. WWE cameras zoomed in. Twitter exploded. But just as Noah was about to continue, the music of none other than The Miz hit. The interruption. The Miz strutted down the ramp, microphone in hand, smirk plastered on his face. Well, Miz sneered. "Look who thinks he can just waltz into my ring. Noah Lyles, the Olympic sprinter. Cute. You're fast, sure, but this isn't track. This isn't 100 meters. This is WWE. And here, speed doesn't matter. Strength does. Strategy does. Star power does. And buddy, you're out of your league." The crowd booed Miz, cheered Noah. Noah grinned. "Miz, I respect what you've done here. But let's get one thing straight. I've been under the brightest lights in the world. I've faced the fastest men alive and left them in the dust. I don't break under pressure. I own it. And if you think I'm just some runner who can't hold his own, maybe you should catch me if you can." The tension was electric. Miz's face tightened, and before anyone could blink, he slapped Noah across the face. The arena gasped. Noah staggered back, his grin vanishing, replaced with fire. He dropped the mic. The sprinting superstar and the wrestling veteran stood nose to nose. Security rushed in. Refs separated them. But the seed was planted. Social media frenzy. The internet exploded. ESPN breaking. Track superstar Noah Lyles shocks WWE SmackDown crowd with surprise appearance. Sports Illustrated. Is Noah Lyles joining WWE? Cross-sport shockwaves after SmackDown. Twitter/X trending. Hashtag Noah in WWE. Hashtag Catch Me If You Can. Hashtag SmackDown. Athletes weighed in. Usain Bolt tweeted, "This man really traded spikes for tights?" Face with tears of joy fire. Sha'Carri Richardson posted on Instagram, "I need ringside seats. Don't play with me, WWE." Serena Williams commented, "Okay, Noah, this is iconic." The hype was beyond wrestling. It was global. The training montage. The following weeks became a spectacle of their own. WWE released footage of Noah training at the Performance Center. He hit the ropes. He practiced suplexes. He sprinted across the ring like a blur. Trainers marveled at his explosiveness. Legends like Rey Mysterio stopped by to give him pointers. But Noah wasn't just learning moves. He was crafting a persona, the fastest alive. His finisher? A running strike he called the lightning bolt. His catchphrase? "The finish line is mine." Fans ate it up. The crossover was no longer a gimmick. It was real. The contract signing. On a special episode of SmackDown, Noah officially signed his WWE contract. He sat at the table with WWE execs, cameras flashing. But before he could finish, Miz stormed the stage. "You don't belong here." Miz yelled, "You're a guest in my house. And guests don't get to stay forever." Noah smirked, signed the paper, and shoved it across the table. "Looks like I'm not a guest anymore. Looks like I'm competition." The crowd erupted. Miz lunged. Chaos ensued. Tables flipped. Noah dodged a sprinter's agility, launching his first in-ring counterattack, a devastating dropkick that sent Miz flying. The WWE Universe was sold. The rivalry builds. For weeks, Noah and Miz clashed in promos, brawls, and surprise interruptions. Miz mocked Noah's track background, showing footage of him running with the caption, "Track is for kids." Noah fired back, sprinting to the ring mid-match to distract Miz, costing him victories. He dropped fiery promos. "You call yourself must-see, Miz? But let's be honest, everybody came here tonight to see me." The rivalry wasn't just wrestling, it was theater, and it all built toward one match. Noah Lyles versus The Miz at SummerSlam. SummerSlam Showdown. The stadium was packed. Millions tuned in. The announcers built it up as track versus wrestling. Speed versus experience. The fastest alive versus the A-lister. Noah entered first in custom gold and black gear with lightning bolts streaking down his tights. The crowd roared, chanting, "Lyles! Lies!" Miz entered with his usual arrogance, smirking, pointing to Noah like he was nothing more than a publicity stunt. The bell rang. At first, Miz uses veteran tricks, cheap shots, corner traps, taunts. His SmackDown debut was remembered as one of the greatest crossovers in sports history. The Mirror of Dreams. Back in his locker room after SummerSlam, Noah stared at himself in the mirror. His face was bruised, his body sore, but his smile was wide. He thought about the kid who once ran barefoot in Virginia, dreaming of Olympic gold. He thought about the man who now stood at the crossroads of sport and entertainment, fearless, bold, unstoppable. He lifted his phone, snapped a mirror selfie, and posted it with one caption, "From the track to the ring. And I'm just getting started. High voltage microphone." The world believed him. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.